Welcome to Newswire, news for Nebraska's farmers and ranchers. The tax discussion is getting underway at the Nebraska legislature this week with a number of public hearings being held. Nebraska Farm Bureau President McHargue provided testimony for several proposals, most of which center around reducing income taxes.
Our policy states that we are for lowering a tax structure that actually enhances economic development. And so, as I mentioned this morning in my testimony, it doesn't matter if you have someone from Omaha going to get groceries or we have a farmer that's going to go get parts. They can only use that money that's available in their pocket after they pay their taxes. And so we have a vested interest in lowering all taxes for Nebraska.
Reducing income taxes is just one piece of the puzzle to achieve overall tax reform. The other piece is reducing property taxes, a Nebraska Farm Bureau policy priority.
Nebraska farmers and ranchers, we do pay income tax. But my message this morning is that when we pay our income tax, we pay that because we've made a profit on our property tax. We pay that regardless, and so my goal was to keep the senators of the Revenue Committee just with a little bigger scale that we're for all the above in reducing taxes, but ultimately property tax still is our number one tax that we're struggling with right now.
McHargue also testified in support of a bill that would eliminate the ability for community colleges to levy property taxes.
We highly value community colleges. The value that they bring to the workforce, allowing us to have our kids educated, that's not the discussion piece that's going to be today. The discussion is really who pays for it. Community colleges, all of the state benefits from that. And so having the state fund them, we feel like is a better way than levying property tax to fund them.
While this week's tax-related hearings focused on income taxes, public hearings to address property taxes are yet to come. Those will include Governor Pillen's proposal to reform how we fund K-12 schools in Nebraska.
We feel like it's got a lot of good merit. We feel like both the business community, agriculture, and really think at this point the school systems are kind of bought into the main concepts. There is a lot of money on the table. So what we're ensuring, Nebraska Farm Bureau, is that from our modeling approach that we're not double counting, making sure that tax relief that's already on the books, that doesn't get counted a second time and somehow inflate numbers. Right now we're really confident that under the governor's budget, we're going to have money to do that. And that's really exciting for Nebraska to have seen the tax relief that we've had in the last couple of years, but also be able to continue in a really significant way. And so we're involved in all the conversations, but the education relief or reorganization is going to be really interesting, and there's a lot of detail there that we're watching.
For more stories like this, visit nefb.org and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching Newswire.